All right. Hey, everyone, get ready because tonight we're going deep on the legend of Bloody Mary.
Oh, fascinating choice.
Yeah, you know that ritual that everyone's heard of? Gives people the chills for generations.
Right, right.
Whether you're prepping for a sleepover or just love a good spooky story, you're in for a treat tonight.
Absolutely.
We're going to be looking at a whole bunch of research from like the history of the ritual to some psychological stuff.
It's interesting. What always gets me about this one
Yeah.
is it's so terrifying, but also so familiar.
Yeah.
Like who hasn't looked in a mirror in a dark room and gotten freaked out?
Right. Yeah. It's like this perfect blend of superstition
Nice.
and something almost primal.
Yeah.
Let's start with the basics, though.
Okay.
I think most people know the ritual, right? Dark room, mirror, chanting her name.
Right.
But it's the details where things get really interesting. Like some sources say you say Bloody Mary 13 times.
Mm,
Others say different numbers.
sure.
Then you get phrases like, Bloody Mary, I stole your baby.
That's like a game of telephone, but with ghosts.
Right. Exactly.
But I think those core elements, the mirror, the chanting, the darkness, those are all super similar to this ancient practice called katoptromancy.
Okay.
Basically, it's like divination using mirrors
Interesting.
to see the future or
Yeah.
talk to spirits.
Oh, wow.
And it's been around forever, like in tons of cultures.
That's so cool.
Yeah, like there's even a Japanese legend, Hanako-san.
Okay.
You summon a spirit in a school bathroom mirror.
Oh, no.
It's like a worldwide thing.
So creepy.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got these connections to these old rituals, but what are people actually seeing
Yeah.
or thinking they see?
Right, because
The descriptions of Bloody Mary are all over the place.
totally, yeah.
Like everything from a corpse to a witch,
Mhm.
sometimes even a baby.
Right, and that's where some of the psychology comes in, I think.
Okay.
There's this thing scientists call the strange face illusion. Basically, if you stare in a mirror in low light for a while, your brain can start to mess with you.
Oh, no.
Features distort. You might see animal faces,
Really?
even full-on hallucinations.
Oh, wow.
Have you ever experienced that? Like when you're watching your face at night and you look up and
Oh, yeah.
see something weird?
Definitely. I remember one time I thought I saw a giant spider on my forehead.
Oh, God.
It was just a hair, but my
Wow.
heart was pounding.
Yeah, so you're saying some of these Bloody Mary sightings?
Yeah.
Could be that,
Yeah, like the illusion.
especially with all that anticipation and nervousness.
Yeah, totally.
But I think it goes deeper than that. You know,
Okay.
mirrors have always had this hold on us.
Yeah.
Like they're not just reflecting our physical selves,
Right.
but also like our deepest
I
fears
said
and
right.
anxieties.
Yeah, think about all the superstitions, like breaking a mirror brings bad luck,
Mm.
covering mirrors after death, not looking in mirrors at night.
Right. It's like we've always felt like there's something more to them.
Yeah, beyond just a reflection.
Right, like a portal to the unknown.
So spooky.
So when you mix that inherent fear
Right.
with the visual distortions and all the emotions of the ritual,
Mm-hmm.
it's the perfect recipe for a scary experience.
Oh, for sure.
But the question is, who is Bloody Mary?
Right. Like, who are we summoning?
Exactly.
Well, our research shows 3 main candidates.
Okay.
Queen Mary I of England, an accused witch, and an evil murderer.
Interesting.
You know, I gotta admit, when I first heard about Queen Mary,
Yeah.
I thought, wouldn't her victims be the ones haunting people?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like, wouldn't they be the vengeful spirits?
It seems, though, that the name Bloody Mary,
Okay.
that comes from Queen Mary.
Okay.
She was the first queen of England.
Oh, wow.
She ruled in the 1500s,
Okay.
and she was super brutal. Like, she persecuted Protestants.
Oh, wow.
Earned that nickname by having hundreds of them executed.
Jeez.
It's a really dark part of history.
Yeah, so we have this powerful queen linked to bloodshed, but how does that connect to the ritual?
Well, this is where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
Mary, I had 2 phantom pregnancies.
Oh, wow.
Like, she thought she was pregnant, she had the symptoms,
Yeah.
but no baby was ever born.
Oh, that's so
It
sad.
must have been devastating.
Yeah.
And that might explain the phrases in some versions of the ritual.
Okay.
Like, Bloody Mary, I stole your baby.
Oh, wow.
Or Bloody Mary, I killed your baby.
Hi, jeez.
Like, the ritual is tapping into that loss and grief.
I never thought of it like that.
Yeah.
It's like this perfect storm. You have this historical figure, this tragedy,
Right.
the psychological impact, and then our fascination with the supernatural.
Mm-hmm.
It's no wonder this legend has survived for centuries.
Absolutely.
What about the other possible Bloody Marys, though?
Yeah.
Like the accused witch and the
Oh,
murderer.
those are a bit more mysterious. Yeah, it's true. Those figures are more mysterious.
Yeah.
Our sources don't give us a ton to go on.
Yeah, it's like their stories have been lost to time.
Right.
They're still connected to this legend.
Exactly.
Do you think that lack of info makes them even scarier?
Oh, that's a great point.
Like we can imagine whatever we want.
Right, we can project our own fears onto them.
Yeah, totally.
It lets the legend change,
Yeah.
adapt, take on different meanings depending on who's telling it.
It becomes personal.
Exactly.
Mm.
And speaking of different interpretations,
Yeah.
we should look at the skeptic side of things, too.
Let's play devil's advocate here.
Okay.
Let's say I don't believe in any of this. The instructions for the Bloody Mary ritual are all over the place.
Yeah.
Like how many times you chant, what you say, even what you do.
Yeah, it's different everywhere.
It's almost like it's designed to be so vague that you can convince yourself you saw her,
You're making a good point.
no matter what happens.
There's definitely something to be said for suggestibility.
Right.
We know our expectations, especially when we're scared, can totally change how we see things.
It's like if you go in that bathroom expecting a ghost, you're going to see a ghost.
Your brain is looking for it.
Every shadow, every flicker,
Right.
it's proof.
Exactly. Like, remember that strange face illusion we talked about?
Yeah.
Maybe it's not a ghost.
Right.
Maybe it's just our minds.
Messing with us.
Yeah, but I think it's important to remember
Okay.
skepticism doesn't mean ignoring everything.
Right.
It can also mean looking for a deeper explanation.
Okay. I like that.
So we're not just saying it's all fake.
Right.
We're saying there might be more to it.
More than one way to look at it.
Exactly.
Right.
We've talked about the history, the psychology,
Mm-hmm.
but there's also the folklore,
Right.
the power of these stories.
Why do you think this legend has stuck around so long?
That is the question, isn't it?
For centuries, across cultures.
It's a good one.
It must be tapping into something primal,
Right.
like our fear of the unknown, fascination with death, the afterlife.
It's like we're scared, but also drawn to it.
Yeah.
And mirrors play a role in that, too.
Oh, totally.
We said they reflect our physical selves,
Yeah.
but they're also like a psychological mirror.
Ooh, I like
They
this.
show us our anxieties, our fears,
Yeah.
maybe even things we don't consciously understand,
Oh,
like glimpses of something beyond us.
that's deep.
Right.
I love it.
It's like we're searching for answers,
Yeah.
not just in the reflection, but inside ourselves.
Exactly.
And that's the real power of this legend.
Okay.
It makes us confront our fears,
Yeah.
our beliefs, our interpretations.
Right.
It challenges what we think is real.
So let's say someone's listening
Mm-hmm.
and they're thinking about trying this ritual.
Oh, boy.
What advice would you give them?
I'd say a good dose of skepticism is a good start.
Okay.
Know the psychology at play,
Mm-hmm.
understand the history,
Yeah.
and then if you're still feeling brave,
Right.
approach it with an open mind.
Don't go in expecting to see something. And maybe a nightlight wouldn't hurt,
Probably a good idea.
just in case.
In the end, the most important thing is to be aware
Okay.
of your intentions and expectations.
So we've talked about the ritual,
Right.
the explanations, the history,
Mm-hmm.
even a little skepticism.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's one big question left.
Yeah.
Like, if Bloody Mary is more than a game,
Right.
more than just our minds playing tricks on us,
Yeah.
what is it about these rituals, these stories, that makes us want to do them?
It's that human need to know, right?
Yeah.
That desire to understand the things we don't.
The unknown.
Exactly. These legends help us make sense of the world,
Okay.
especially those big mysteries. You know?
With the death.
Yeah, they give us a way to think about
Right.
what might be out there,
Even if it's totally made up,
even if it's fantastical.
it's like a safe way to explore those fears,
I
right?
think so, yeah.
Get that adrenaline rush, but
Sure.
without actually being in danger.
Right. You can always tell yourself it's just a story.
Yeah, but there's always that little part of you that wonders, what if?
Exactly. And that what if,
Yeah.
that's what keeps these stories alive.
It keeps us coming back for more.
It makes us use our imaginations. It makes us curious.
And maybe makes us look a little deeper
Yeah.
at those reflections.
In the mirror and in ourselves.
So the next time you're in front of a mirror,
Mm-hmm.
maybe it's your bathroom at night or just getting ready for the day,
Right.
take a second to really think about what you see.
Okay.
Is it just you looking back?
Or is there something more?
Something deeper?
Maybe it's that strange face illusion.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a connection to those old rituals.
Or maybe
Okay.
something we can't even explain.
Something beyond our understanding.
Well, we'll leave that for you to think about. Sweet dreams, everyone.
Sleep tight.
And maybe leave a nightlight on tonight, just in case the